wet highway in the soles of my feet. It's so much more than I am. It's more than I am. It's a rolling train that's moving to a beat. A hurricane stirring inside of me. It's so much more than I am. More than I am.
I found the hardest thing as a business owner is to balance a healthy lifestyle and your work life. And so I've decided that I'm going to do things differently and incorporate a very healthy lifestyle into my work schedule. All right, let's do it. I've got a really busy day ahead of me. I've got lots of business professionals to meet with, but first I'm going to take care of me and go do my coaching session with You Weight Loss. Good morning. Good, how are you?
Good.
Hey, Chantel.
You can sign into room 3
Oh,
there.
excellent, thank you.
And Chantel will just read over your file and she'll be right with you.
Okay, thanks.
Hey,
Good. Thank you.
how are you? So you're doing so well looking over your file.
Feel great.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Good. Well, we're going to start off, we're going to do your weigh-in, and then we're going to do some measurements, and then we'll come back and base some meals.
Awesome.
Sound good?
Good, yep.
Done. So there's your meals in your shopping list.
Great, thank you.
Have a great couple days, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Perfect. I will see you then.
Sounds good. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, bye.
My lazy days are over, thank God. So I'm going to go see David Gilks at Core Essentials. He's going to develop a fitness program that's fit perfectly for my body. It's going to help me get back into shape.
All right, so this process is actually really quite simple. So we're gonna do some real basic things. We'll get your basic measurements and weight, and then we're just gonna briefly look at your neck and shoulders, look at your hip flexors and hamstrings. We just want to see how you're designed, and it gives us a really good starting point. So first we'll work on your posture, and as we work on your posture, your fitness comes along as a natural part of it. All right.
I just feel like I'm seizing up, and I'm always on my computer, so it's like this all the time. So David, what's my next step?
Well, it's I'll design a program based on what we see here. Now there is a lot of mechanical issues that you presently house.
Okay.
So my suggestion is we talked about you seeing a colleague of mine, Kyle McCrash at Form Clinic, and so with him he'll work on some of the muscle lengthening processes, and he can actually make that happen a lot faster than you can on your own. And so working with him, he'll open you up, and actually my job is to kind of keep you in place to stabilize you.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Today we're going to go on a little bit of a journey. What we want to do is we're going to run you through 4 different R's, we call it here, okay? The first R that we're going to do is I really want to help you to realize what it is that's happening. What's the cause behind this? The second R that we're going to put you through is the rehab component. Some may come from massage therapy, some's going to come from postural rehab, because really what we want to move you to is the third R, which is your restoration. You want to restore what it was that you came in with. Restore your shoulder function, restore your flexibility, because the last R, that's the important one. That's recovery. It's really then and only then that we should move you into a strengthening program.
Do you have an exit strategy in place?
I'm the anomaly when it comes to exit strategies. I'm 60 years of age and I'm looking forward to getting into business. Most people have an exit strategy because they're younger.
In my mind, I mean, I haven't really, thought at all about an exit strategy. All I'm thinking about is growth.
An exit strategy is, do you want to sell the business? Are you retiring? There's different components of an exit strategy. If you're selling the business, there's one exit strategy. If you're retiring and giving it to someone else in the family, that's another component. But
I don't choose ever to exit. Unfortunately, that's going to be something that's out of my control.
to answer your question specifically, I do not have a specific exit strategy.
I don't think an exit strategy is important at this time. I plan to drive this limo until they take away my license or my eyesight fails, whichever comes first. Even then I'll push it a little.
So I'm just on my way now to see my clients, Richard and Jolynn. They are the owners of the Pepper Muffin Country Inn. Jolynn has decided she wants to look at a transition plan more thoroughly. Now they did establish one. The times have changed, markets changed and all that, so they got to relook at it. So that's why they've called us.
Oh, hi, Dawn. Come on in.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good to see you too.
Welcome to the Pepper Muffin Country Inn.
The reason why Rich and I love this business so much is because it allows us the opportunity to have flexibility and freedom while earning an income. It allows us to be able to golf, to be able to take holidays at times that we want to, and as well as to be able to interact with people. We love to travel ourselves, and so it's so interesting to meet people from other countries and sharing the experience of what Nanaimo and the area has to offer, and being a concierge, an ambassador to our own community. Rich and I are in the position in this business where we're entering into our transition strategy. We have an exit strategy in place, and we are looking at the sale of our business. We're wanting to know who is the exact client that we should be marketing this property to for sale, and let them experience a lifestyle that we've had and created for ourselves, and we'd like to pass that gift on to someone else.
So Jolynn, like I said, we're going to start with your business evaluation, and that's going to help us determine what your main objective goals right now are for your marketing plan. Once we get that completed, I will have you meet with Richard, who's going to help you with your business action map, and then you'll meet with Kim Stranatka, who will help you with some passion coaching, and then we'll meet with Jennifer Kemp, who's going to do some image and branding consulting with you.
Said all the gentlemen, obviously, the madam has the cutest personality.
So now that I have Jolynn set up with the business coaches, I'm going to go and meet with Clemens and talk about business plans. And I think it's really important that businesses have a plan going into it, because if you don't have a properly planned course, you're going to get lost, distracted, and lose your way. So business plan, business plan, business plan. I can't express it enough.
Absolutely. I think the big challenge has always been to have a plan and stick to it. To make sure that it's a living, breathing document. You go back to it over and over again, and it adjusts to the environment. I think the thing that's probably happened since 2008 is the need to be innovative in the context of that plan is bigger than ever. I think you said it once earlier, more than ever, you cannot just leave the thing sitting up on a shelf. No. It has to be your partner. I would say that of one of the funnier and sometimes sadder things is that a lot of businesses get themselves into trouble or miss opportunities, not because they're doing things wrong, they stop doing things that worked because they forgot. And you look back, exactly that, you look back and you go, yeah, some marketing idea or some conversion idea or some financial plan that you had that was working really well, and then for whatever reason something else, you know, kind of got in the way and we forget. And then you look back and go, why did we ever stop doing that? That used to really work. Absolutely. So coming back to the basics and coming back to that plan over and over and over again to make sure you're still on course is really, really important.
Something that I think about a lot now is what am I going to do if I'm not running my business? Yeah. You know, what are the costs associated to that? I mean, obviously I'm going to have costs to maintain a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So in a transition situation, what do I got to think about?
What I think is that people should take some time, at least 20 years before their retirement age, and just ask themselves, how do I want my life to look? Picture your dream, calculate what it's going to cost on a monthly basis, and work toward that.
Hi, my name is Mike Delves. I'm a certified general accountant and treasurer with the Young Professionals of Nanaimo. This week's YPN tip of the week is regarding business valuations. As an accountant, I'm commonly asked, what's this business worth? There are two primary methods for valuing a business. The first is the asset-based approach, where you take the assets less the liabilities of a company, and that will give you a good estimation of the value. The alternative is the income-based approach, where you take the income you're expecting the business to generate, divide it by your rate of return, and come up with your value that way. Before buying or selling a business, you should consult with your accountant to determine that you're entering into a deal that makes sense for you. And that's the YPN tip of the week.
Since we're dealing on the subject of transition plans, I've heard of this gentleman, Dave Willey, and his partner, Ian Livingston. They own Black and White Party Rentals in Parksville, and we're going to find out, you know, what their input is on this. I mean, they've experienced the transition procedures, and it'd be interesting to find out what that looks like. Hi, Dave.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's good to see
Glad
you.
to make it.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for taking the time. Hi, Ian.
How are we doing?
Good, good. I am on a journey to find out what this transition planning topic is all about. And so I heard that you have actually done a transition plan and wanted to find out from you firsthand. Why do you feel it's important to have a transition plan in place?
Well, I think it's difficult in today's market to raise capital for small business, and that's been the way in the last 5-10 years. So it's important to put a plan together if you want to get some cash out of your business and move forward and have some security in the long term. It's important. Yeah, we're not getting younger.
Yeah, no, right. And on that topic,
yeah.
When is a good time to put a transition plan in place?
You know, I think it depends on the person, but I think for most people it should start about 10 years sooner than you think.
So Ian, as the partner that had bought into Black and White Party Rentals, do you see value in having a transition plan in place?
Absolutely. Certainly from someone from my perspective coming into it at my age, it allows me to see the experience that someone has had and learn from that. And for us, it being such a physical job, it allows two people to get in there with a real vested interest, and it works out really well.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're off to our next to find out some more information.
Sounds good. Sounds like an exciting journey.
Good luck. Thanks for
And good luck
stopping
to
by.
you, Ian.
With all this talk about transition planning, I think it's time we find out more from someone who specializes in the subject.
Venture Connect was established in early 2011 to assist small business owners, specifically in rural communities, to transition into either retirement or selling their businesses so that they could get best value for their money. An exit strategy basically is a transition plan for small business owners to understand how they're either going to move into retirement or how they're going to sell their business to a prospective buyer. It's important on a number of levels. It's important to have a good valuation of your business to understand what it's worth. It's important to have good policy and procedures in place in order to take care of your human resources issues after you retire. And it's also important to have a marketing plan to know how you're going to sell this business and to what buyers you're going to market.
I think we've got a better understanding of the subject, so let's check in with Jolene.
What clearly came into focus was that it's not the same as a business startup or a business expansion. You soon realize that to achieve your goals, yes, you have to be ready, but it's attracting the right purchaser for your business. And when that person is attracted to your business and then buys your business is when your goal is achieved. And you're not always in charge of that destiny, that person who's coming to your business is. So that was very much an interesting aspect for us. Informative also.
Part of my weekly planning is to incorporate some time for me. It helps me to feel good, it builds my confidence, and my favorite me time is...
Hey, Dawn.
Hi, Karen.
How are you today?
Good, thanks.
You excited?
I'm so excited.
Very first hydrofacial treatment.
Yes, I'm excited.
Before we get started, though, there are some things I need to know.
Okay.
So what I would like you to do is just fill out this form. There's 2 pages. Make sure you read it carefully. Anything that doesn't apply to you, just leave it blank, and then we'll get started.
Great. Thank
you. Have a seat right over there.
All right. Now this is what I call an exit. Thank you for watching another episode of Success by Design. I'm your host, Dawn Wiggers.
It's a long, hot night and I can't sleep. A long, wet highway in the soles of my feet. It's so much more than I am. It's more than I am. It's a rolling train that's moving to a beat. A hurricane stirring inside of me. It's so much more